Imagine waking up on the morning of December 7th, 1941, but instead of the terrifying shock of a surprise attack, the men of the Pacific Fleet are already at battle stations, weapons loaded, eyes scanning the horizon, waiting for the enemy to sail into their trap. What if the most infamous day in American history wasn't a disaster, but a decisive, hard-fought ambush? Welcome to A Date with Infamy, the first explosive installment in Brian C. Thompson's meticulously researched The American War Alternate History series. If you are a fan of World War II history, military strategy, or the thrilling what-if scenarios of alternate timelines, this audiobook will grip you from the very first track. It is a masterclass in tactical tension, blending the quiet, paranoid dread of intelligence warfare with the deafening, chaotic roar of aerial and naval combat. The narrative kicks off in the shadowy world of code-breaking and high-stakes espionage. President Franklin D. Roosevelt and a select circle of intelligence officers have managed to pierce the veil of Japanese diplomatic and naval codes earlier than in our timeline. They know the date, they know the target, and they know the stakes. Thompson excels at capturing the agonizing tension of this knowledge. The protagonists, ranging from high-level admirals to the young green pilots of the Army Air Forces, must go about their duties, pretending everything is normal, while secretly preparing for the fight of their lives. The audiobook narration perfectly conveys the heavy, suffocating weight of the secret, making the quiet moments before the attack feel just as intense as the battle itself. When the Japanese strike force finally arrives, the book shifts from a tense espionage thriller into a breathtaking, visceral war epic. But this is no historical tragedy. It is a spectacular, brutal display of American firepower. Thompson's attention to military detail is staggering. The descriptions of the dogfights between Wildcats and Zeros, the anti-aircraft barrages lighting up the sky, and the tactical maneuvering of the U.S. carriers are incredibly immersive. You aren't just reading about the battle, you are in the cockpit feeling the G-force, and on the deck feeling the concussive thud of the guns. The sound design and narration bring the sheer auditory spectacle of 1940s warfare to life in a way that will leave your heart pounding. Beyond the hardware and the tactics, A Date with Infamy is deeply grounded in the human experience of war. Thompson gives us a diverse cast of characters, sailors, pilots, intelligence analysts, and politicians, each grappling with the reality of the moment. A camaraderie among the young pilots, the stoic professionalism of the fleet admiral, and the desperate calculations of the codebreakers provide a profound emotional anchor. When the enemy planes appear on the radar, the fear is real, but so is the fierce, unyielding resolve of men who know they are defending their home. The audiobook format elevates these character moments, making their triumphs feel earned and their sacrifices deeply moving. As the battle rages and the sun sets on a radically altered Pacific, the consequences of this alternate Pearl Harbor begin to ripple across the globe. The climax of the book is a spectacular convergence of tactical brilliance and raw, unbridled firepower, delivering a massive payoff that honors the historical realities of WWII while thrilling you with the divergent path of Thompson's timeline. The ending resolves the immediate crisis of the attack while perfectly setting the stage for the grueling 6-month campaign of attrition that follows in Book 2. A Date with Infamy is a triumph of alternate history military fiction. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically thrilling. Brian C. Thompson has crafted a debut that proves the American War series is a must-listen for any history buff or sci-fi fan. Plug in your headphones, man the battle stations, and prepare for a journey into a war that never was but feels terrifyingly real. The trap is set, and the enemy is approaching.